In today's video, I want to show you some of the amazing clocks that were at the Lone Star Regional NAWCC event over the weekend. There were just some exquisite pieces, followed by some footage of their calendar clock exhibit. And then finally, I took some pictures at an auction and noted down what prices clocks are going for. So got some interesting info to show you and some really nice clocks. Lastly, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I found, and it's going to be followed up with a few more videos about watches. So definitely stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's check out some of these beautiful clocks. So I am here at the Lone Star Regional, and this is an exhibit they set up all about calendar clocks and leap year clocks. Clocks that were made that actually account for the leap year. So you don't have to go moving the calendar hand, you don't have to adjust it. No, it just knows. So these are some amazing movements, very high quality workmanship went in to these calendar clocks. So I'm going to show you a few of those today. I hope you enjoy. Here we have an Ithaca number 10 Farmers from 1866 in a walnut case. Next is another Ithaca, the number 14 Granger from 1875. Here is a Seth Thomas calendar number 10 from 1892. And a New Haven Austrian calendar from 1897. An Ithaca chronometer from 1890. Seth Thomas office calendar number 6 from 1884. And a Waterbury double dial number 29 from 1899 to 1900. So I was super excited to be at this clock auction. They're always so much fun. This first one though went for $3,200. It was an 8-foot German wall clock. Yeah, 8 foot. You would definitely need a really tall ceiling for this clock. Next on the left is a Waterbury time only. It went for $400. And on the right, a Youngins time and strike, sadly only bringing $35. Then we have a Black Forest picture frame clock that went for $40, and a Gustav Becker time and strike that went for $80. Now this next one, I really did try to bid on this one, but it went a little too high than what I wanted. This was a bracket clock with a crown verge escapement, and I briefly looked at the movement, and there were 2 bells behind the top of the dial. Really cool movements and beautiful clock. Sadly got damaged in transit, and I did not win the bid. It went for $280. Next, a very nice French time and strike along with 2 candelabras. That went fairly low, $150 for this. And then something a little different. This is a night watchman timer clock, but it only brought $25. So at this event, they also have periodic silent auctions. So I bidded on a few things, and one of them was this Art Deco Westminster chime mantle clock. This has a really unusual case shape, and just really like it. Well, the starting bid was $35, so I bidded on it, and I got it for $35. Next to it, another Art Deco is this little desk clock. Now it is a quartz, but it's got a really nice quartz movement. And the font of the numbers is just perfect. And so I've got someone in mind I want to give this to who's into Art Deco for their desk. And then I also found this Accutron Space View. So this is a really cool watch. It's from 1967, and I got an unbelievable price. I mean, the thing is, when you go to these events and you're looking at clocks or watches, a lot of times the prices are a lot lower than what you'd find, say at an antique store or on eBay. You don't pay the markup, you don't pay that. You can find some really good deals at these events. So just want to encourage you, if you haven't been to one yet, you definitely need to consider that. I also found an Art Deco grandfather clock. It really wasn't receiving a lot of love at the auction, and I actually bought this for, I think it was $65, and it needs a little cleanup, but it's running well, and I should definitely be able to recoup my investment. So anyways, great time at the Lone Star Regional. Looking forward to going to it again next year. And as I mentioned before, I will be showing some wristwatches of the Lone Star Regional. I've got several different interviews that I conducted with people there, with vendors, and it's some really, really cool stuff to show you. And finally, I'm actually going to be able to go to the national event this year in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I'm going to have some amazing footage to bring you. So super excited about that. So a lot to look forward to. Thank you so much for watching and appreciating clocks and watches with me.